map, never sleep. What you gonna do when you out, who you with? You ain't really about that, don't you? Really on the move on the map, never slept, put your hands to your lips, don't you? You ain't really about that, don't you? Really on the move on the map, never slept, put your hands to your lips. Shh.
Tonight in the latest episode of Oops, We Ruined a Life, we dive into the U.S. immigration system's unrelenting crusade to prove that when it fails spectacularly. Oh, the U.S. immigration system, truly a marvel of modern governance. Who needs Kafka when you got ICE turning people's lives into bureaucratic horror shows in real time? Meet Kilmar Armado Abrego-Garcia, a Maryland father legally protected from deportation. The court said sending him back to El Salvador might get him killed. Mr. Abrego-Garcia, legally protected from deportation under a court order since 2019, had this silly little thing called withholding of removal status, which according to the law meant sending him back to El Salvador could get him killed. ICE apparently mistook that as a fun suggestion and had a spreadsheet to fill out and apparently a deportation quota to me, so they decided, fuck it, let's launch this guy into the danger zone like a casual clerical fart, and off he went. Ripped away from his American wife and disabled 5-year-old child, his family, and dumped into a Salvadoran prison built for alleged terrorists. All this because someone somewhere checked the wrong box. Oopsie, that's just a human life. Not like it's important or anything. And what does our ever accountable government do when caught pants down in this catastrophic mistake? They admit it was an administrative error and double down. It's a fancy term for we couldn't be bothered to read. They said their hands are tied. Apparently, once you've been exiled to your potential death, there's nothing that they can do because the courts don't have jurisdiction. How utterly convenient. It's like watching a hit-and-run driver shrug and say, well, I already sped off. What do you want me to do now? And just when you think the circuits couldn't get darker, enter Andry José Hernández Romero, a Venezuelan makeup artist and theater lover. This man was thrown into the very same Salvadoran prison based on his tattoos. You know, the 2 crowns with words mom and dad, a tribute to his parents and his town's century-old 3 Kings Day tradition. But ICE, in their infinite ignorance or wisdom, depending on what side of the fence you sit on, decide they must be gang symbols. You know, like Latin kings and queens maybe. Maybe he's a Latin queen and a king. He's trans gang. Who knows? But of course, why bother consulting experts or, Googling the cultural context when you can just assume and deport? It's not like someone's life depends on it. Now, Andry, whose only known crime is fabulous stage makeup and love for his family, was ripped from his life and dumped into a facility teeming with real violent criminals. His mom pleads his innocence and his town backs him up. But hey, what the hell does that matter? What's truth when ICE has profiling and prejudice to fall back on? This is not immigration enforcement. This is a dystopian bureaucratic meat grinder that chews up human dignity and spits out indifference. It's not just broken. It's not broken. It's working the way it's meant to. This is weaponized incompetence. And the worst part, these aren't glitches. These are not optional. These are standard features that come with this model of governance. This is enforcement. This is cruelty in a necktie. A bureaucratic blender set to shred lives. And calling it an error does not make it an accident. It makes it institutional negligence. We are long past the point of excusing these errors. This is systemic cruelty wrapped in red tape and it's killing people. But sure, let's keep pretending it's just a paperwork problem. In the golden age of government accountability that 47 heralded, we deserved better. This has been This Week Uncensored.
Move on the map, never sleep. What you gonna do when you out, who you with? You ain't really about that, don't you? Really on the move on the map, never slept, put your hands to your lips, don't you?